see you there. Welcome to week 4 of Unsolved Mysteries. This week we'll be discussing past lives. Now, reincarnation or past lives have been thought of for many years in different religions, and with that there's been many children who remember past lives. In most experiences like these, the children know stuff that they can't possibly know at that age, and the parents back up their stories. So, I would like to go over some of these experiences. We'll start with the Titanic. So, a child remembers having this dream where they're on a boat and it's rocking and they're in a room and they feel very, very, very claustrophobic. Now, a few days after that experience, they go to school and they watch a documentary type thing on the Titanic. Now, before the announcer or the documentarian explains the names of the people that are being shown in the video, the child can remember some of their names, but remember the faces. Years later, they're at a Titanic exhibition, when they start experiencing the exact same feelings they did in that dream years before. Being extremely scared, they run to the next room where they see a piece of jewellery mounted on the wall. They know that this jewellery is theirs, despite never owning it. And after this experience, they claim that they've never felt like where they're supposed to be. Number 2, past home. A young girl referred to her past life constantly, and when pressed about this, she said that she lived on a big house next to the sea, big waves. Her father asked what happens when the waves come in, and she said, "I died." Just like that. Now, obviously this is very, very scary, but she calls her biological father, her real father, Pa, but calls her past mother the Russian word for mother, despite not knowing Russian. Pa, a young boy, began becoming very conscious of safety. Now, this is an unusual for children that can become attached to. The idea is when they're told to be safe, they're like, "Oh, I'll be extremely safe," and they'll try their best to be safe. But it was slightly unusual in this case. So he then began saying he used to wear earrings, and when he saw a certain kind of hairdo, he's a woman's hairdo more accurately, he would say that, "Oh, I used to have that hairdo." The parents obviously, laughed along for a while until he said that, well, when asked what happened, he said that he was Pam. He died in a fire in Chicago. He also claimed that he was a black woman. Now, they looked it up and they found this woman called Pamela Robinson, and she died in a fire in Chicago. When they went, okay, well, let's get a bit more evidence here, they got a lot of pictures of people, one of them being Pam. They placed them in a row, and the boy was immediately able to recognize Pam. Experiencing drowning. A young girl saw a picture of a sailing boat, and she said, "Oh, I've been in a boat like that, Mummy." The mother, obviously knowing that she doesn't, assuming she's just being a child, goes, "Oh, really? And what happened?" And she said that she drowned. She must have left her mouth open. Now, the mother, obviously quite shocked that her very young daughter was saying these things, asked more. And the girl said, "Well, I hit my head on the boat and I fell off the side, and I kept falling and falling until eventually I went up to heaven and then came back down here." The mother claimed that when the girl was 12 that she retained none of this information, which makes it all the more creepier. It's time for rapid fire, because there's a lot of these. So, rapid fire. An American kindergarten girl kept mixing up letters with Russian letters, despite no one teaching her Russian. because they live in America. A boy was able to remember past details of a Scottish pub, despite the fact that he doesn't live in Scotland, nor has he ever been there, except for the one time when he and his family went when they were very young, and he was able to correctly identify the locations of stuff that didn't exist there anymore, such as one of those on the wall. Jimmy. A little girl can describe pyramids and pharaohs to him with extreme detail. A 3-year-old recalling killing someone, suffocation more accurately, because that's normal for a 3-year-old to talk about. A boy remembers being injured in a horse riding incident. His injury is directly where his birthmark was. A young girl remembers her murder. A man broke into her house and killed her and her brother. A 2-year-old explains the entire process of making pizza. That one's a bit more fun. A 3-year-old girl claims she used to drive. Her mother asked him, oh yeah, really? And she said the exact make and model of a car that she used to drive, which a 3-year-old girl wouldn't really know a make and model of a car. I don't know makes and models of cars. A young girl claimed that she used to have an old version of her with red hair. A young boy remembers a flood. A girl corrected her mother, claiming she wasn't born, she was brought back. A little girl was correctly able to identify war photos, claiming one was her husband, and she began becoming very hysterical. A young boy remembered being his grandfather. A young girl remembered being her grandmother. A boy recalled growing up in Thailand. Validity. Here's the thing about these stories. They're all say-sos. We can't prove that any of this happened because it's just people's accounts. However, it is odd there's been so many of these, as proved by the rapid fire, and that's only a brief number, and that's the only ones that exist online. Now, is there any validity to these claims? I don't think we'll ever know. Which means this mystery will remain unsolved. Next week, we'll be talking about the man from Port. Thanks so much for watching.